Compared to investing in equities of companies like Amazon, Apple, and Netflix, investments in XRP have a larger potential and opportunity. By the way, people of the cryptocurrency community are anticipating a fascinating DC Fintech week due to the fact that Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, and Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse are both listed as keynote speakers. We are also going to investigate the potential that Ripple's first public offering will have a negative effect on XRP. Finally, does the SEC have a legal basis to demand $770 million from Ripple, even if XRP investors did not suffer any losses as a result of the SEC's actions? Stay with me to the very end to learn more about this topic. Mecker specifically emphasized that XRP has a more expansive investment view than the equities of the FANG companies. This was one of his main points. His viewpoint is based on a post made by Brian Foreldy, who is well known in the investment community. Foreldy mentioned in a recent tweet that late entrants to the stock market still have the potential to generate big gains, given that they take the risky step of investing in the stock market. He used Apple, Amazon, and Netflix as instances of profitable investments that were made 5 years after major milestones in the company's respective development processes. His statements regarding each of the visible tech companies followed a similar pattern. If you had invested in Apple 5 years after the introduction of the iPhone, you would have made a lot of money. If you bought Amazon stock 5 years after the advent of Amazon Web Services, you would have made a lot of money. You would have made a lot of money if you had purchased Netflix 5 years after it began broadcasting content online. As a conclusion to the adjustment, Foreldy mentioned that arriving late to a party might not be as horrible as the majority of people believe it to be. The stock market investor made the observation that arriving late is not a prerequisite for significant wins. Notably, a crypto author by the name of Panos Meckers acknowledged Foreldy's viewpoint, stating that the crypto realm contains such prospects. Meckers brought attention to the fact that the cryptocurrency market offers comparable chances for latecomers, although ones that have enormous potential and a richness of creativity. The same holds true for cryptocurrencies, albeit with a significantly larger potential and a greater number of options. Meckers observed that there were so many amazing creations and so many innovative ideas. In the meantime, he highlighted the fact that XRP and Avalanche are both examples of top-tier Layer 1 cryptocurrency projects. The author of the crypto book thinks that XRP and AVX are the equivalent of blue-chip cryptocurrency assets. In the end, Meckers' statements provide further evidence of his conviction that cryptocurrencies have a substantial latent development potential. The conventional belief which is challenged by these points of view is that entering a market at a later time reduces the opportunities for making big gains. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell if you want to be the first one to get more updates regarding the most recent occurrences in reference to XRP. Due to the impressive lineup of speakers, participants in the cryptocurrency industry are anticipating that the DC Fintech Week taking place this year will be a very interesting event. It is important to notice that Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, and Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, are both listed as featured speakers for the event. The Bank for International Settlements revealed this new information the day before yesterday. Yesterday, the BIS made the announcement in the form of a tweet that it will be a co-host for the 2023 DC Fintech Week. This is an event that is relevant to fintech and will take place from November 6 to November 9 in 2023. Crypto fans were particularly interested in the list of headlining speakers, which included Garlinghouse and Gensler as two of the names. In response to the new information, many former users have hypothesized that it is possible for the pair to run into each other at some point throughout the event. As a result of the partnership that exists between Garlinghouse and Gensler, the cryptocurrency industry is anticipating that this year's Fintech Week will be one to remember. It is important to note that the Securities and Exchange Commission is now embroiled in a legal dispute with Ripple Labs. Ripple and two of its executives, Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, were charged with breaking federal securities laws by the SEC in December 2020. The allegations centered on the sales of XRP, an asset that the regulator classified as an unregistered security. Despite the fact that Gensler was not in charge of the SEC at the time the complaint against Ripple was filed, he appeared to have a strong interest in using the blockchain business as an example. Despite Ripple's communication to the SEC that it is willing to settle the matter, the regulator has not yet indicated any plans to reduce the amount of the settlement. This year saw a number of significant developments in the ongoing legal dispute, which has been going on for nearly 3 years. Ripple has been awarded a partial victory, as was previously reported by the court after it handed down the much-anticipated ruling regarding the summary judgment. Additionally, the SEC, which was led by Gensler and dismissed the case against Ripple executives without any negative consequences, abandoned the lawsuit. When it comes to the SEC's regulatory strategy, will garlinghouse criticize it? It is important to note that garlinghouse and other executives from Ripple have been criticizing the SEC for its unwillingness to create clear standards for the business. Other executives have joined in on this criticism. The previous week, Mr. Garlinghouse criticized Mr. Jay Clayton, who is a former chair of the United States Equal Employment Commission, for making disingenuous comments regarding the present regulatory stance taken by the agency. Given that both Garlinghouse and Gensler are scheduled to deliver keynote speeches, it is reasonable to anticipate that the former will voice concerns on the inability of U.S. regulators to set clear standards for the cryptocurrency industry. The chief executive officer of Ripple could potentially remark on the ongoing case with the SEC, particularly on the company's success in the courtroom against the regulator. In addition, there has been speculation that Ripple may launch an initial public offering in the near future. This speculation has given rise to concerns that Ripple's IPO may be the beginning of the end for XRP. In the meantime, noted cryptocurrency author and major member of the XRP community, Panos Mekras, has countered such rumors that the cryptocurrency influencer Mason Versois uploaded on the X platform was the basis for Mekras' opinion on the topic. In particular, a comment made by a crypto enthusiast who suggested that the first public offering for Ripple will result in the demise of XRP. The comments offer extra analysis and clarification based on their point of view. They believe that an initial public offering for Ripple would be a good way to drive up the price of XRP because of the publicity that would follow such an exciting event. On the other hand, the commentator added a skeptical note, saying, "People don't understand what will happen, but you think Ripple dumps and manipulates XRP now?" Panos Mekras, who wrote Understanding the Crypto Economy, chimed in with a daring alternative point of view as the discussion was ongoing. He declared that there would be no alternative option for Ripple's initial public offering on XRP. Specifically, Mekras disproved the assumption that XRP had died out and described the larger context of Ripple's decision to go public and the implications that this decision would have for XRP. According to him, the fact that Ripple is going public will result in increased brand exposure as well as awareness regarding its cryptocurrency services. Furthermore, the crypto author emphasized that this greater exposure would inherently be beneficial for XRP, as the digital currency is a key part of numerous of Ripple's product offerings. This point was driven home by the fact that the author was discussing cryptocurrencies. Aside from that, he reaffirmed the fact that Ripple is only one of the many organizations that make use of XRP. He explained that XRP is a global digital asset that can be utilized in a variety of different ways and has a limitless potential. We recently reported a number of indications that point to the possibility that Ripple is covertly planning for an initial public offering in the coming months. It comprises the company's hiring plans for roles with important duties for an initial public offering that is successful. Notably, industry insiders have speculated that Ripple might be valued more than $100 billion upon its initial public offering, which could result in XRP trading at a value in the double digits. The ultimate effect that Ripple's public status would have on XRP is something that is still unknown. Now we will get into the meat and potatoes of today's agenda. If XRP investors did not suffer losses, does the SEC have a legal basis for its demand that Ripple pay $770 million to settle the case? That's all for now.